better health for everybody, every day. Transforming lives, 3 minutes at a time. Listen up. This is your daily health tip from The Good Company.
Hey there, welcome back to today's health tip. It's Melissa from The Good Company. I hope this finds you well. Thinking a lot lately about mold. You know, a hot topic in alternative medicine amongst people that are just starting to explore alternative or functional medicine. We'll talk about heavy metals. And what I'm learning that more of a threat to our health and more prevalent perhaps is toxic mold, mycotoxins. That's something I'm really starting to explore, not only for you guys, but for myself. I have, as I think you know, if you've followed me for a while, I've had chronic Lyme disease since probably 2009. I'm just coming out of a third relapse and really digging down to figure out the root of what's going on. I worked doing some parasite cleansing. That's something that is very controversial. There's not a lot of great testing for parasites. However, if you think about your cat or dog that you are giving heartworm medicine to on a monthly basis, how can you be so sure that the things that you're eating, right, that rare steak you had at that steak place or that sushi you had, isn't infested with parasites, right? We never really stop to think about that for ourselves because it's dirty and icky. In the same way, it makes me think about how when someone suggested that doctors' hand washing was a cause of bad outcomes in surgeries, doctors, said, my hands are clean. And once doctors started washing hands, look what happened. So I feel the same way about really digging into root cause of illness. And I think beyond looking at the 5 pillars of health, right? How is your sleep? How is your nutrition? How is your movement? How is your mindfulness? How is your hydration? And taking all those barriers away. And then we really need to look deeper. So I'm psyched for myself and my family that we have done our genome studies. We know what our raw genome data looks like. We can run that through a number of algorithms for information on how our bodies detox, for instance. I'm going to be running some studies today on myself to learn about how my body deals with mold, because some mold and mycotoxins were just found in a recent study that my functional medicine doctor did for me. So it's really something interesting and something to be considered, especially when you consider that up to 40% of American schools and 25% of American homes have mold infestations. And you would think you would know, right? I would know if my house was moldy. Not necessarily, and certainly you probably wouldn't know if your kids were in moldy schools or if your car was moldy. Maybe you bought a used car that had some water damage that you had no idea about, and now you're driving every day for a few hours in a moldy car. Could happen. So anyway, if you are struggling with health and wellness and you are looking to unlock and get to different levels, a better level or a deeper level, it might be something worth considering, looking at mycotoxins, finding a functional medicine doctor, considering a parasitic load. And some of the stuff I'm going to be talking about it over on Instagram, mostly right now. Come find me there, Melissa Hall Klepacki. That's where I'm talking about this stuff. So join me. Let's learn together.